This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
WWE returns to Madison Square Garden for the first time in 17 months for a Raw taping on September 11th. This is the 5-year anniversary of 9/11, and there's a lot going on at this show where your old pal Toby Keith is sitting front row ringside. John Cena is going to team with Jeff Hardy and Carlito to take on Edge, Johnny Nitro, and Randy Orton, and they actually get the win when Nitro submits to the STFU. Pretty big night for a show like this in New York on the anniversary of 9/11. Toby Keith, who had a hit song about all that, about America's going to put a boot in your ass and whatnot. This was a feel-good night for wrestling, was it not?
Yeah, it was. Toby's still a good friend. We don't live, when I'm home in Oklahoma, he and I don't live that far apart, maybe 10 minutes. But my palatial estate pales in comparison to his. But I see him at OU games and things like that when our schedules permit, so forth. But he's a wrestling fan. You know, he did some stuff with TNA. You know, when Dusty was there, I guess your boy Jeff Jarrett was there. Maybe you could talk about that with him because they were there and they worked on it. But still, Toby talks about this very day. He calls it a textbook perfect suplex. That's what he delivered. Here's a guy that's got more money than Ben Gump, whoever that is. He still talks about a little show that he did, and he had fun. It's like the what's that kid's name? The Bunny.
Yeah, Bad Bunny. He did a great job at WrestleMania, don't you think?
Yep, he did. It showed a commitment to learning that craft, that skill set, to the degree to get by with a match. And here we go, the same shit though, man. The only way he gets credibility is to jump off things.
Right.
What is the fascination with jumping off shit onto another human that never beats him? Nothing. I don't get it, Conrad. Tell me. You're smart. You're smarter than I am.
Well, I was, you usually let me call the plays here on the show, but next week I was going to have you jump off of your condo onto a table.
Yeah.
We're going to put Excalibur on it. You could put him through it, and then we could yell, or maybe we should do it with Shivani so Excalibur can still call
Shivani's a softer landing.
For sure.
Even though I love him. Yeah. I could call it maybe a Tope El Suicido or something.
Tope El Jim Rosso or something.
Yeah.
In Armageddon, we see Cena and Batista defeat Booker and Finlay when Batista pins Booker. Had SmackDown just clearly become the number 2 show? Was Batista not carrying the load in Vince McMahon's eyes? Why the need to inject Cena so often into Batista's show?
Because it was less risk. Cena had traveled the roads as a top guy from day one. When he finally got on TV, he was always taken care of well. I think Dave Batista was still finding himself to some degree, and wasn't as good then as he would eventually be. So I think that's part of it. Cena was less risk, Conrad. Pretty simple.
A 3-hour Raw coming off of Armageddon is scheduled, and Edge wins a 30-man battle royal to gain a shot at John Cena's WWE title. And then Cena would pin Edge in 14 minutes and 7 seconds with a whole bunch of interference from Randy Orton, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Umaga. And it's announced that later on there will be a 6-man tag match to main event. So let's recap. Edge's battle royal goes 30 minutes. Then he works Cena for 14 minutes. And now in the main event, they're going to go 7 minutes before it turns into a schmoz. Boy, Edge earned his money that day, did he not?
He did, yeah. And never bitched or complained a bit.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.